Day 6 works like magic.
I'm sharing the screen.
Continue.
Day 6 works like magic. If you take any activity, any art, any discipline, any skill, take it and push it as far as it will go. Push it beyond where it has ever been before. Push it to the wildest edges of edges. Then you will force it into the realm of magic. Tom Robbins, 1936 writer. So Arjun, whenever you want me to stop, you can just start speaking and I will stop.
Sure.
And let me know the speed also. How can it be that a person who is born into total poverty starts out with nothing and has very little education, goes on to become the president or a celebrity or builds up an empire and becomes one of the wealthiest people in the world? And how is it that two people can start out in the same career and yet one person's career goes from success to even greater success while the other person works himself or herself into the ground with little success, no matter how hard they try? The missing link to success is gratitude. Because according to the law of attraction, you have to be grateful for what you have to attract success to you. So without gratitude, it's impossible to have permanent success. To begin success or increase the good things in your job or work, like opportunities, promotions, money, brilliant ideas, inspirations, and appreciation, it is essential to be grateful for your job or work. The more gratitude you have, the more you will have to be grateful for. And you should be getting the idea by now that to increase anything in your life, you have to be grateful for what you already have. Whoever has gratitude for their work will be given more, and he or she will have in abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for their work, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. When you are grateful for your job, you will automatically give more to your work. And when you give more to your work, you will increase the money and success that is returned to you. If you are not grateful for your job, you will automatically give less. When you give less, you decrease what comes back to you. And as a result, you will never be happy in your work. And you will never give more than what you have to. And your job or work will stagnate and eventually deteriorate, which could mean losing your job. Remember, for those who do not have gratitude, even what they have will be taken from them.
Just a second. See, now it's very, very clear that everything is about giving your gratitude. आपके पास जो भी है, you can, in this time of the pandemic, if you have a job, if you're working, or even if your business, if you have, you have some orders or you have some labor, you should be thankful for what you have. A lot of people are out of job. A lot of industries have finished. There are so many people who had started restaurants a year and a half back, these marriage palaces, these DJs, these entertainment guys, they don't have work, and it's been good 1.5 years. PVR did not operate for 8 months. So if we have a job, if we have a business, and we have some income or something to do, we need to just be thankful for that. See, it's a very simple exercise. When you are looking for your growth, see the person above you. That will strive you, that will give you that confidence that, yes, I need to grow. But when it comes to gratitude, whatever you have, just be grateful for it. जॉब है यार, लैपटॉप है, जूम मीटिंग है, वर्क फ्रॉम होम है, सैलरी है, चाहे 50% है, 20% है, काम है, धंधा है, 10% है, 20% है, जो भी है, that's it. That is what matters. There are a lot of people right now who are much below, and probably if they would also get to gratitude, they will also increase. Not that, this knowledge is not there. Yes, the time it comes for them, they will also get this knowledge. Basic thing, आपके पास जो है, when it comes to your work, personal life, anything, just be thankful for it. Whoever has gratitude for anything, you can fill in that blank, will be given more. Whoever does not have gratitude, whatever he or she has will be taken away from him or her. That's how it works. Let's go back to our childhood. We did a lot of child exercise yesterday. We'll go back to our childhood. Or we also have children. If I give my kid, or as a kid, I receive a toy, I play with it very interestingly and everything. बच्चे का 1 घंटे 2 घंटे 1 दिन 2 दिन इतना ही इंटरेस्ट पीरियड होता है विद एनी टॉय, उससे ज्यादा नहीं होता. एक बच्चा है जो कह रहा है बहुत अच्छा टॉय है जी, बहुत अच्छा टॉय है, 1 day 2 day 3 day 4 day, and the other kid is saying 2 घंटे बाद यही मुझे तो पसंद ही नहीं है, which kids normally do. Somehow they do it. As a parent, आप किसको टॉय देना पसंद करोगे? जो उस चीज को निगेट कर रहा है या जो उससे अभी भी एंजॉय कर रहा है? That is what the universe is doing. Universe has a very clear set criteria. यार ये बंदे को मैंने ये दिया था, इसके पास इतने दुख भी गए, बट इसने वो दुखों को तो कभी मेंशन नहीं किया, ज्यादा थोड़ा बहुत किया, बट हाँ शुक्राने बड़े कर रहा है. यार एट द एंड ऑफ द डे ह्यूमन फीलिंग तो आती है ना हमें. ये कहां से आती है? भगवान ने या यूनिवर्स ने डाली ना हमारे अंदर ये फीलिंग. सो इफ द सोर्स हैज given what we have, he is also of the same kind. It's the same relation what we have with our children or we have with our parents that universe has with us. तो अगर हम उसको बोलें यार ये तो काम ही है नहीं, धंधा ही बड़ा खराब है, ये है वो, I have been in that phase, okay? When you sit over with friends or cousins and you are having your drinks and oh yaar bada manda hai, paise hi nahi aa rahe, ye hai wo hai. I have done that, and generally the next day used to be worse. Now even if I sit with my friends or with my cousins, I make it a very conscious effort. Anybody calls me, कैसे चल रहा है? बहुत बढ़िया. वो नहीं यार बाजार में तो बड़ा मंदा है. मैं कहा हाँ, डोमेस्टिक हैज सम इश्यूज, इट्स ओके. आई नो देयर इज एन इशू. There is a breakdown happening in business because of the lockdowns. But why am I promoting it? Why am I giving it my energy? The things are going to happen. It's not that you can stop them. You are no God. You cannot control anything. But your energy is in your control, ना? आपने किस चीज को अपनी एनर्जी देनी है, आप उसको दो. You want to give your energy to this manda, ye corona and everything, do it. Who's stopping you? Whatever you give your energy, whatever you give your words, somehow they're going to go into the universe. Na? So if you want to give yourself, if you want a better and a progressive life and a progressive future, your energy, you need to give it to the right source. ये बोलना ही ना कि यार धंधा बड़ा मंदा है, काम में तो बड़ा ये है वो है. What are we doing? We are just giving it more energy. You know, I don't know whether it is a study or a fact, but a lot of people talk about it. When there were elections in America, when Donald Trump was competing, everybody hated Trump. Everybody. And everybody gave him that energy. What happened? He became the president. Delhi, I believe, nobody wanted Kejriwal. There was so much in the media, Kejriwal nahi hona chahiye, ye to pagal hai, ye hai, wo hai. But he became. Why? Because everybody gave him the energy. So you need to be very, very clear and specific कि हमें अपनी energy उस चीज को देनी है जो हम चाहते हैं. We need to give our energies and be thankful and grateful for what we have. That is when the universe sees कि हाँ, he is यार इसको ना मेरे गिफ्ट पसंद आ रहे हैं. He is a good boy or a girl, whatever. Give him more. It's as simple as that. Yeah, Thaपर. Thank you.
Thanks. The amount you give in gratitude is exactly proportional to the amount you receive in return. You control the amount you receive by the amount of gratitude you give. If you are a business owner, your business's value will increase or decrease according to your gratitude. The more grateful you are for your business, your customers, and your employees, the more business will grow and increase. It is when business owners stop being grateful and replace gratitude with worry that business spirals downwards. If you are a parent and your work is taking care of your children and managing your home, look for the things to be grateful for at this time in your life. It is often a once in a lifetime opportunity, and when you can be grateful for this time, you will attract more support, more help, more beautiful moments, and more happiness to the experience. You should love your job, whatever it is, and be excited about going to work, and you shouldn't settle for anything less. If you don't feel that way about your current job, or if it's not your dream job, the way to receive your dream job is by first being grateful for the job you have. Today, imagine that you have an invisible manager whose job is to keep a record of the thoughts and feelings you have about your job. Imagine that your manager will follow you wherever you go today, poised with pen and notebook in hand. Every time you find something about your job to be grateful for, your manager will make a note of it. Your job is to find as many things as you can to be grateful for. So at the end of the day, your manager has a long list of all your gratitude. The longer the list, the more magic your invisible manager can bring to your money, work, success, opportunities, enjoyment, and fulfillment. Think about all the things you could be grateful for in your work. To begin with, think about the fact that you actually have a job. Think about how many people are unemployed who would give anything to have a job. Think about the time-saving equipment you have, such as phones, printers, the internet, and computers. Think about the people you work with and the friendships you have with them. Think about the people who make your job easier, such as receptionists, assistants, janitors, and delivery people. Think about how good it feels when you receive your paycheck, and think about the favorite aspects of your job that you love doing. Have your invisible manager make a note of each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I'm grateful for fill in the blank.
What?
What? The more deeply your manager can see you're feeling gratitude, the sooner your manager can start to make the magic happen in your work, and the more magic will be created. It is possible that you could generate so much gratitude for your work in one day that you would see the circumstances instantly improve. Lucky breaks don't happen by accident. They are simply gratitude's magical power at work. If this works like magic practice falls on a weekend or when you're not at work, move on to the next day's practice or practices, and then go back and use this magic practice on the first day you're back at work. Magic practice number 6 works like magic. Number 1, repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice. Number 1, count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful, reread your list, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. Number 2, while at work today, imagine you have an invisible manager following you around, taking notes every time you find something to be grateful for. Your job today is to look for as many things as you can to be grateful for. Number 3, have your manager make a note each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I'm grateful for fill in the blank what, and feel as grateful as you can. Just number 4, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold on to your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Thapar, for reading very nicely.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And just to clarify, since a lot of people are working from home, we have people who are housewives. See, it's as simple. Tomorrow morning, when you get up and you get to work, for a housewife or a mother, the work starts when she gets up because she has to take care of the kids. So it's very, very, her work starts in the morning. You know, it can just can be, I'm so grateful for my kids, I'm so grateful for my family, or, you know, it can also be thank you for this, thank you for that. So anybody, you just start your day and you start your work. For a mother, starts when she gets up. For a housewife also, it starts when she gets up because she has to look after the house. For people who are working, it starts when we make our first business call, because that's how the day goes for us. So we need to be thankful for each and everything. When I did this book last month, when I did this practice, I made a self group with me in WhatsApp with my other phone number. And I kept on going. I have actually made a video. I will see if I can get it. I actually wrote 353 thank yous. मैंने दूसरे फोन में WhatsApp ऑन नहीं किया to see कि क्या है. At the end of the day, the next morning when I checked, I actually had 353 unread messages from myself to that. So it can be, but that is like a rapid fire of thank you, which I did. Thank you for the factory. Thank you for the factory gate. Thank you for the security man. Thank you for the people. Thank you for the machines. I actually went and did thank you to all machines, all types of machines. So like if I have 5 milling machines, I said, thank you for the milling machine. Thank you for the shipping machine. Thank you for the PN. Thank you for the cup. Thank you for the tea. Anything, each and everything जो मुझे समझ आई मैंने उसका thank you किया. Not the first time I did, I had thank you for my customers, thank you for this, but then it grew. But there's so many things you could be thankful for. Thank you for the dispatch truck. Thank you for the dispatch people. Thank you for the orders. Thank you for the stationery. Thank you for the printers. Thank you for the computers. Thank you for the laptop. I mean, it just went on and on. There's so many things we can be thankful for. Even as a housewife, thank you for the kitchen. Thank you for the family. Thank you for the kids. Thank you for the husband. Thank you for the mother-in-law. Thank you for the father-in-law. Thank you for the house. Thank you for the painting. Thank you for the photographs. Thank you for the furniture. Thank you for the bed. It's part of us. Thank you for the mattress. Thank you for the TV. There are so many things which is helping us work, helping us do our job. Just be thankful for it. I'm so grateful, or thank you. Just make this list. If this helps, I created a self WhatsApp group where I just wrote thank yous to my other phone and checked it the next morning. Did not go back to it in the same day. Checked it in the next morning ki kya hai. Any questions on the homework or on the chapter as such? Or any other sharing or questions?
I have a question, Arjun.
Yeah.
If we write thank you for every single, every small thing, like you mentioned, there cannot be a reason why just.
In this particular exercises, there is no what. There is who.
There's okay.
Thank you for.
There's
sorry,
okay.
there is only what, there is no who.
Okay.
You are just thanking. जो blessings है, you thank somebody for a reason.
Okay.
No?
Perfect.
No, you thank somebody for a reason. So who and what are also there. इसमें just I'm thankful for this. जो भी चीज आपको अच्छी लग रही है, which is helping you in this, in your work, you know, your work as a mother, your work as a housemaker, homemaker, your work as a daughter-in-law, whatever roles and works you're playing in your life.
Okay, thank you so much.
Anybody else?
Arjun, if we have a question.
Yeah.
So, you know, the start of this chapter, the phrase by Tom Robbins, if we can go back to it.
Sure.
So this phrase, it doesn't mention anything about gratitude as such. It mentions about, you know, about a force which can create magic. Right? So if you can interpret that for us.
See, I'll share my screen again so that everybody can read it. See, it says if you take any activity, any art, any discipline, any skill, कुछ भी आप कर रहे हो, take it and push it as far as it will go. Now, we need to see and read between the lines that it is asking us to push it. So the person pushing it is you yourself. And you need to push it beyond where it has ever been before. जो वो चीज आज तक आपकी लाइफ में जहां तक भी पहुंची है उससे भी आगे हमें इसको पुश करना है. Push it to the wildest edges of edges. Then you force it into the realm of magic. In this sentence, it is very, very clear that we are responsible to push it. जो भी हमारा कोई भी हम एक्टिविटी आर्ट करें तो हमें पुश करना है. और हमें उसको वो मैजिक के realm में लेके जाना है. Then the chapter flows, and since this is our day 6, so it is, you have, what is the force to get it into the realm of magic is gratitude. So you need to push it. How do you push it? धक्का थोड़ा लगाना है हमें. We are not literally just pushing it in terms of physical force. We are giving it the energy of gratitude. So that, that is the force it goes, and that is where it gets into the realm of the magic. So the pushing here is an act of gratitude.
Okay.
कोई भी चीज आप कर रहे हो, आपने उसको एक दूसरे realm, दूसरी दुनिया में लेके जाना है, into the realm of magic. So you have to do something. So this book, since it's about gratitude and about magic, so it is saying for any activity, if you want to get it from point A to point B, you need to push it. And you need to push it with gratitude.
So it's like compare.
That is the force and the energy of the word thank you.
Yeah, I mean, see, so I understand it now that, like any big creations which have happened in the world, like, the invention of light bulb or even internet or anything, they, the people behind them must have pushed it to the realms of, eternity, like, pushed it to the edges of edges, like sort of gave their everything to it. So they're comparing that.
Just give their thank you to it.
And
I'll post a very nice message photo I have of Einstein.
Einstein, yeah.
Yeah, where it says, I'm thankful for all the times it did not happen, because then I realized I have to do it myself. It's something like that. On this now, I'll post it.
Yeah.
It's very, very different that जितने भी ये creators हैं या the pioneers हैं, if you go back and if you get to their autobiographies and their lifestyles, I mean, it's amazing how they have used and used the power of gratitude. Albert Einstein ki na, I don't remember the exact thing, but there was a video on YouTube where it says pata nahi uski ko factory jal gayi thi or something, and it was all ashes or something, and his son was very disturbed. Ye hai wo hai. You know what he said? Thank you, God, for wiping away all of my past mistakes. Now I have a fresh slate. उसकी पूरी फैक्ट्री जल गई है, उसका बेटा साथ में आया, वो कह रहा है यार क्या हो गया, हम तो मर गए, लुट गए, and he is saying thank you God for erasing all my past mistakes. Now I have a clean state.
Magical.
So it's different. I'll try to post that. I have it in
I get so much in sync with these lines. There's some lines which touch you so deeply. These lines of of this chapter, they touch me so deeply when I read it last month for the first time, and so that's why I wanted to
in fact I did that with you only when we were doing the session. I came to me, I need to be thankful, and to सोच नहीं सकता, I would have spent good 2.5-3 hours on this exercise minimum.
Oh yes.
2.5-3 hours. We spoke about in the night around 10 o'clock. You called me. कैसे करना है? Remember?
Yes. And then
I could. मैं तो 2.5-3 घंटे में पता नहीं कितने लिख दिए.
Yeah, you motivated me. You inspired me. मैं उस दिन 100 करके सोया था. अगर triple digit तो पहुंचना है यार. So I did 100 before I slept. I remember 11. अच्छा मैं तेरे से बात की तरह फिर अपना busy हो गए. 11:30 or something. 12 about to go to sleep. I said, Hema, oh God, I forgot. I came in the other room. I started doing this. I think about 1 hour or something, and 100 away. But okay, but yeah, it's magical. And And I have a sharing because we are discussing sharing now. So in works like magic, ये जो 100 जो चीजें जो भी जैसे 355 की, it actually when you are writing and you're saying thank you for this, and thank you for that. जैसे Arjun बता रहा था, you start from like the start of your day, and actually when you do this, you will see that from tomorrow or day after onwards only, your mindset and your things for everything in life changes so dramatic. It is unbelievable because you're actually going through your daily routine, getting up, so thank you for waking, thank you for getting up alive, sort of a thing. For your feet who can take you to the bathroom, and then for the brush, for the toothpaste, everything. When you start doing this, then from the next following day, suddenly your mood and your everything is so much uplifted. I remember when I did this exercise, and then agle 2-4 दिन तो I was so in the air flying.
Imagine being in that your entire life.
I mean, just want to share that even in the night, unconsciously, I think a lot of time this gratitude and thank yous coming in the mind, even in the whole night, and you get up and you just get up and you sing thank you, as if you're just going through some dream, or you are like walking in your night, and actually there's so much of thank you being said throughout the day that you're actually sleeping and you're breathing thank you. I don't know, I experienced this in the last 2 days. I'm getting up and I'm just thank you. I could like hear thank you in my breath, like when I get up. So yeah, it's addictive.
See, it's a choice. Either we complain or we say thank you.
Yeah.
Every
अच्छी खासी
every
नींद
second.
खराब कर दी thank you बोल के. Yeah, you can complain about it also.
So I have one more sharing, which was because we were like a little bit busy day first. That was the sharing from relationships. So there was a particular relationship with one of my customers, who was sort of the initial customers in my business journey, and now that customer is just about 10% of the work we do. But that was the customer where my personal journey of business started. And I have always been full of gratitude for that person. But I've always had a love and hate relationship with that person. So the magic relationship came, and we're only doing about 5-10% of business with them. So the energies, and also accordingly everything is about only 5% of the time we are all allocating to that. So when that relationship came, I said, okay, whatever's business has gone down with them, and which has of course hampered our growth with them and everything, but I want to sincerely be very thankful and improve my relationship, because business has gone down, that's also because of the relationship going down. So I did that gratitude exercise with my customer that day, and I think within 2 days that customer called me, and he said,
whom you had not spoken to?
whom I had not spoken to for
6 months.
6 months or something. And 6 months back, when that customer had called, it was only blah 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 blah. You're not doing this. I'm not going to give you more business. And I was like, okay, please, I don't care. Don't worry about it. Please suit yourself. I'm fine. So that person called me 2 days, and when I got that person's phone, call, incoming call from that person, usually I would always be like, oh my God, yeah, phir phone aa gaya iska yaar, he's still going to trouble me again, and blah blah blah. But then वो thoughts मेरे दिमाग में आ रहे थे, लेकिन immediately I turned my thoughts and I said, went into the zone of positive and gratitude. And when एकदम से phone उठाया, I asked, and before he could start, I started doing, my, sort of, not gratitude exactly, but started doing, my normal chats, and, how's everything in family, and the concerned thoughts for him. And then, after I think a minute or 2 minutes, we started talking about business, and he said, I want this and this done. I said, no problem, no issues at all. I'll have my team start working on it. I'm working from home, so it might take a little bit more time, but we start working on it. Okay, done. The phone call was done. Now, then I talked to my team. I said, this is, that person has called. He's the owner of a very big company, so he wants these things to be done, and we have to get them done. And of course, these things are not easy to be done because they require a lot of complications in that. So I said, ask them for these and these help. So the three helps, we asked for three helps from them. One was a 15% increase in prices. They gave it. One was 100% increase in schedule. They gave it. One was a facilitation of, because materials are, in our industry, materials are skyrocketing right now. So we said help in material facilitation. They gave it. So the three things they asked, the three things were given to us in a matter of 1 week.
Which you never thought.
Which we had never even, in today's time when, the factories are going down, and the cost cuttings and everything, and nobody's, ready to increase any prices. We got 15% increase in our prices. And I said, it will be great if you can give it from 1st January. We got it from 1st January. For 5 months back date.
पार्टी तो तेरे से बनती ड्यू होगी हमारी.
I just thought, okay, there's no harm asking. So I just asked, I said, okay, please give it from 1st January. And he said, okay, take it from 1st January. And we've got the credit notes and we've got the money. It's unbelievable what happened. So that was my sharing. So, I think, I mean, of course, I did a lot of, visualization and, with that customer. So I went in those great days 10 years back, which I've had with that customer, when I used to go to his office and, go to his factory and don't even sign at the gate, go straight to his office. He would invite me to his office, give me a cup of tea, get food from the canteen, local made, and, pamper me like anything, give me a VIP treatment. So I went back to those 10 years and when our businesses were booming, our relationship and our business were booming. So I went to this and I graduated really sincere gratitude. And I said that wherever I am even today is because of them. Because if they would have not supported me at that time, then things would not have moved forward. So did that exercise for one day and just one day, and then magic happened. So that was a sharing.
Magical.
It was magical. I still sometimes cannot believe it. And it's and it's going. Relationship has improved with them. Businesses are increased with them. Everything's positives. Back on track. And I remember, when I was asking them about this and this and this, and I was thinking that, from a logical stand of view, I was thinking, am I inviting more trouble? I mean, because we've had a relationship and then it went down, and when it went down in a very bad way. It was like a kind of a, a divorce kind of a thing. And then, there were exchange of debit notes and everything. And I was like, okay, am I? No. But then I immediately had to turn myself. No, it has to be positive. You have to think positive and give gratitude. And then this magic happened. So yeah, I thought I'll just.
Amazing, fantastic.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Thank you.
पार्टी दे दे अब तू.
Bhakti hai, 100%.
Thank you पार्टी बनती है अब तो तेरी.
100%. Gratitude to you, and
Thank you. Anybody else? Fantastic sharing, Thapar. Keep it up. Anybody else wants to share any questions, or should we get back to one of the most exciting parts which I've been looking forward to since the morning? I would request